Hey, welcome to this mind-bending love story with a twist of time, guaranteed to leave you speechless. Theoretically, they can meet. The man is in 2004, and the woman is in 2006. Time is quite the mischievous. The story begins in a lakeside cabin, where the new occupant, Levis, receives a bizarre letter from the previous owner, Alison. Alison hopes the next owner can forward some mail and apologizes for the dog that seems to have claimed the front porch. Levis reads the letter, utterly puzzled. He sees no dog out front and, as far as he knows, he's the very first owner of the place. The next day, while tidying up the railing, a dog suddenly bursts out, leaving a series of comical paw prints across the bridge. Levis decides to write to Alison to untangle this mystery, while Alison and his mother are enjoying a tranquil Valentine's Day when suddenly, bam! A car crash across the... As a doctor, Alison rushes to help, but it's too late. He can only watch helplessly as a young life zips away like an arrow. This event crushes him, prompting a retreat to the lakeside cabin, where he finds Levis' letter waiting. He quickly writes back, telling Levis it's now 2006 and he's in Chicago. This revelation leaves Levis utterly gobsmacked. To verify Alison's claims, Levis heads over to the address given, only to find it's still just a construction site. He mentions to Alison that he might have the wrong address. Alison digs up photos from 2004, recalling that unexpected spring snowstorm. Levis tosses the letter aside, unimpressed, but when he turns, he finds himself caught in a heavy snow shower. He can't help but believe his friend really is from the future, kicking off their bizarre correspondence. Their lonely hearts gradually draw closer, sharing snippets of their lives and sorrows. To their astonishment, they discover they have the same dog. One is 6 years old, the other is 8. What are the odds of that time-traveling twist? On the weekend, Levis slips a hand-drawn map into the mailbox, planning a little getaway with Alison. Alison writes back saying he misses the trees by the lakeside cabin as they calm his restless heart. Hearing this, Levis sets off right away, bringing saplings to plant in front of Alison's unfinished apartment. 2 years later, on a rainy night, that tree mysteriously appears right above Alison's head. Though separated by 2 years, Levis is convinced they'll meet someday. Alison tells his mom he's found his soulmate. He hopes Levis' cat will return on its own. Upon reading the letter, Levis rushes to the scene. He unexpectedly spots 2 years ago Alison and his boyfriend, feelings of jealousy rising, but he knows Alison doesn't recognize him. Suddenly, the little dog Jack bolts, and Levis follows, ending up at Alison's boyfriend's villa. The boyfriend tells Levis they seek a lakeside house too, then invites him to his girlfriend's birthday bash. That evening, Alison returns home to find his boyfriend has set up a birthday party, but he feels absolutely no excitement. Levis is all mixed up in the crowd, and once the party wraps up, Alison steps outside for some air while Levis musters the courage to enter. While chatting, Alison realizes this guy has a ton of similarities with him. Their hobbies align perfectly, and little does he know, future him has already sworn eternity with this man. Back home, Levis can't hold back any longer and asks Alison out for dinner, scheduling it for tomorrow. But Levis waits 2 years. Alison dresses up, excited, heading to the restaurant to meet Levis. As time passes, Levis doesn't show, leaving Alison deflated, confused about whether to continue this ethereal relationship. When Levis finds out he missed the rendezvous, he's equally baffled. How could this eagerly awaited meeting go awry? Something must have gone wrong, but for Alison, the damage is done. Life isn't a novel, it's unpredictable. Just like the car crash he saw recently. He thinks they should face reality and let go, and Alison never returns to the lakeside cabin. Even with Levis' letters piling high, he never reads them again. He grows indifferent to the cabin and moves out, finding Alison's boyfriend before leaving. He gifts the house and Jack to him. 2 years later, Alison reconciles with his ex-boyfriend. On Valentine's Day, they visit a renovation company to discuss plans for their new love nest. One particular painting depicting the lakeside cabin catches Alison's attention. It's the very scene he has been thinking about. In that very moment, everything becomes clear to him in a flash. He finally grasped why Levis stood him up on Valentine's Day 2 years ago. He recalls that Valentine's Day 2 years ago, and the car crash they witnessed at the park. The victim was Levis. He rushes back to the lakeside cabin, praying to God that Levis sees the letter and doesn't go to that park. Meanwhile, Levis, deeply yearning, whimsically returns to the cabin, rifling through old letters from Alison. He discovers that Alison is over at the park with his mum today and rushes there, spotting Alison sitting right there. At that moment, something stirs at Alcin's end, and the next second, Levis finds a letter from Dora. A thunderclap shakes the sky, rewriting time. While wondering, Alcin spots a car approaching in the distance.